College and Career Readiness series is back with more information to help you prepare your student to succeed in the 21st century. Our focus today is on why students in grades pre-K through 12th need to start learning how to be career and college ready now. Hi, I'm Tristan Burkholtz, and I'd like to provide you with information on how you can help prepare your child to be career and college ready and succeed in the 21st century. I hope to answer any outstanding questions or doubts you may have about the importance of career and college readiness and the importance of starting now, no matter how young or old your child is. If you're wondering what career and college readiness means, simply put, it's a way to prepare your child to succeed in college and a career. For fun, today's presentation is set up similar to a social media profile, and we'll pretend it's for somebody named Career and College Ready Student. We'll go through this profile and look at the different sections to learn more about why your student needs to be career and college ready and what that might look like. First, I'd like you to think about the world you lived in when you were growing up. I'd like you to think about how people thought about college when you were growing up. What careers did people have or want to have? Now think about how different that world was from the one your parents lived in. How different was your world from the one your grandparents lived in? Now compare this to the world your child is living in. Today's career and college ready students live in a completely different world. In the 21st century, where it is people call home, how they think about careers and education, the skills employers are requiring them to have, and many more aspects of life is being defined in a completely different way than ever before. Life and its opportunities are no longer limited to the city, state, or country you grew up in. According to a study by Johnson in 2000, people are less likely to stay in one job for a lifetime because jobs in the 21st century are more likely to come from contract work, meaning there will be more temporary assignments and work locations won't be stationary. For example, instead of showing up to the same office every day, you may travel to different sites or work from home. If you're still hesitant about whether or not kids need to be career and college ready, or think that jobs have always been the same and never really change, let's look at some of the jobs that don't exist now because of the changes in technology and field of work. We'll start with a pin setter. If you've ever been to a bowling alley, you're familiar with the mechanical arm that now clears the lane of leftover pins. However, not so long ago, pin setters were the people responsible for setting up and clearing the bowling pins. Before podcasts and the 24-hour news cycle we have now, the newspaper reader was paid to do just that. Read the newspaper to factory or business employees. One of very few jobs open to women at the time, again, very different from today's world, were the switchboard operators, who were responsible for manually connecting phone calls, whereas today's technology does that for us automatically. Before there were switches or timers to turn on a city's lights, the lamplighter would have to light each lamppost each night and extinguish them each morning. And finally, everybody's favorite, the milkman. The milkman would deliver milk on certain days because people didn't have ways to keep the milk cold. Today we have refrigerators, freezers, and access to milk whenever we want it, as long as we can get to a grocery store or convenience store. It's hard to imagine anybody having jobs like these today because the world of work has changed so much. While at a certain time each of these jobs was extremely important, over time people were able to make technological advances and changes to the world we live in, which not only provided new career opportunities, but also allowed people to start addressing other issues and needs people have. Career options will continue to change and develop over the years, so there's a good chance the job your career and college ready student will have in the future may not even exist yet. The relationship between education and career choice are very different today than they were just 2 decades ago. Completing your education is essential if you want to obtain a job in the 21st century, because as we saw earlier, the knowledge and skills needed to do those jobs is very different than ever before. I apologize if this graph is a little grainy and difficult to read. It represents, though, the results of a study conducted by Georgetown University. They studied the employment rates of people from January of 1989 through January of 2012. They also accounted for any recessions that occurred during that time. Those are the gray bars you see. What they found is that people who have some college education, a 2-year or associate's degree, as well as those people with a 4-year college degree or higher, are more likely to be employed. Whereas people with only a high school diploma or less are over time losing their employability and are less likely to be hired. I am not saying that everybody has to go to college. However, this study shows that more and more jobs are requiring employees to have and are hiring people with at least some training or education beyond a high school diploma. This makes it that much more important that your child receive a quality pre-K through 12th grade education that will adequately prepare them to be career and college ready so they can succeed. Abraham Maslow once said, "A musician must make music, an artist must paint, a poet must write if he is to ultimately be at peace with himself." We know this applies to careers too. The better the fit between someone's personality, interest, and their job, the happier they'll be and the longer they'll stay. When trying to help your child explore their career and college options, embrace the fact that kids love to talk about themselves, because by listening, you may learn what it is that they love to do most and would be happy doing in a career. On the topic of kids loving to talk about themselves, we know today's kids love taking photos and posting them on their social media sites. Here are some pictures you may find on the profile page of a career and college ready student. According to the Association for Career and Technical Education, the career ready student has core academic skills like math and English, can collaborate and work with others, has professionalism, is responsible, flexible, can problem solve, and use technology. Conley's 2007 study found that the college-ready student knows what to expect because college is unlike high school and shouldn't be thought of as 13th grade. Instead, the college-ready student can handle large amounts of information and complex situations during a lecture and take away the key information and concepts. They are also able to collaborate and work with others who may have opinions different from their own. I hope you found this information helpful and that you're able to see that a career and college-ready student feels supported. Whether you're a mom, dad, uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa, guardian, foster parent, adoptive parent, teacher, coach, or preacher, we have to support our students because life isn't something someone should be expected to navigate on their own. As Helen Keller said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." And if after all of this you still find yourself asking, "But why does my student need to be career and college ready?" Consider this quote by the late Maya Angelou. "I believe this is how we all want to feel about ourselves and what we all want for the children we parent, help raise, coach, teach, or share a neighborhood with to feel." For more videos like this one, additional information and resources, please visit my YouTube channel, Career and College Readiness.